Morning, YouTube. This is Gate the Great Define Sports. We're going to touch on a couple topics like Bo Mack, Earl Spence exercising his rematch clause, and supposedly looking for a new trainer, Liam Smith. He talked about all these injuries and reasons why he lost to Chris Ebank. Let's jump right into it. First, we're going to start off with Earl. And do I believe Earl's trainer would change how he fought? A new trainer? Yeah, if he listens. I'm right with the big fish this time again too. Yeah, if he listens, if he could get correct those bad habits that he has, and I think he'll be more sufficient at 54. A lot of guys talking about Roy Jones. I don't think Roy Jones is a good fit for his style. Because Earl needs defense. Earl has offense already. He needs defense, and he needs to stop, telegraphing his punches. Because you got a guy in Crawford with a high IQ who could systematically, just on the fly, systematically break you down. Um, and that's just it. Because shit, I tell you what, I'd have been me in that ring. I'm getting down like that. Mama would have wanted to jump in there like that old school lady did with that high heel going tap, 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 tap. Oh, Crawford's head. Tap, tap, tap. And I see Crawford's mom, you know what I'm saying? She know how to throw a little bit too. She got a nice little punch on her, man. So, Boz might have had to run for her buddy in there too, right along with me. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Big Fish can't come back out there looking like that. He needed to have guys that I know that you can beat that's been in there with Crawford, man, that gave Crawford, enough issues to be like, all right, Earl got a real good chance to go in there and end up looking like that. I think the weight difference in 54, because Crawford said that it's hard for him to make 54 too. And which I honestly believe. So I think 47, excuse me. So I honestly believe it's hard for them both to make 47. So at 54, I see it being a better fight. Bo Mack. He allegedly flew to Manchester and got caught with a toaster. Um, and if he did that, because I don't want to say he's guilty because you're innocent until proven guilty, but if he did that, did you just see what happened to Brittany Griner? Like, you want to go over there with them dudes, man, in a whole nother country, and use a big dude, man. They gonna starve your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you thinking? Hopefully they could get this man back or he got out or whatever, because I haven't seen the updates if he got out. It's been 19 hours and I just heard about it, just laying down, scrolling through my phone early on this Tuesday morning. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna give you no steaks, no hot dogs, no hamburgers, no hog mogs, no sweet candy yams, no nothing. You might be eating mealworms in that joint over there, bro. You know? And it's just like, like if you did that, what would possess you to go over there like that? I understand protect yourself at all times. You don't know what's going on, and you know what I'm saying is better being caught with than without. But you're at a different level and a different stage in life. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. I done made plenty of mistakes, and trust me, I kick myself in every time I think about it. So I understand, certain aspects of it. But when you're at a certain level, when you're at that level, you know what I'm saying, you got the best fighter in the world, arguably, in your stable, you shouldn't jeopardize that because Earl's looking for a new trainer, and Terrence could be without his trainer. Things changed at the tip of the second, and that just changed a whole lot of things in the game. I believe Bo Mack could come home before his fight time. Hopefully he does, praying for him. And it's just unfortunate that things like this happens, that people can't people can't have the right to bear arms no matter where they go. I'm a firm believer that they should. Um, Chris Eubank fought great from what I seen. I didn't get to see the whole fight. I just saw highlights. He fought great, tied up what he needed to. He did what he needed to do to get the job done. So we know Liam Smith stopped Chris Eubank. Terrence Crawford stopped Errol Spence. You get my drift? So Earl could come back and be better than the last time and get the job done like Chris Eubank did. You know how it looks on paper and how it looked when it wasn't on paper when it went 12 because we looking to go 24. Yeah, I don't. It's like, do I see him being Crawford like that? No, but I'm still ride with him. I'm still ride with the big fish. Once I'm on that side of the fence, I am. I love Terrence Crawford, hell of a fighter, great fighter. Yes, that's like, I'm a Zab Judah fan to death. Win, lose, or draw, I'm a Zab Judah fan to death. I don't give it. What I'm saying? Based on because of the person he is outside of the ring and what he brought when he was in the ring, because he was exciting. Like Prince Nassim was exciting. Camacho was exciting. I mean, I used to run to the TV to go watch them dudes. So that's how it is with Earl. I love Earl. Earl, he's slick with the mouth with it too. He got that throwback mentality, just like Terrence Crawford got the throwback mentality. You know, and it's just like, where are they gonna go to now? You know, the other fight brewing, Haney and Shakur Stevenson. That's real unfortunate, but I would love to see that in the future. I'm not going to touch too much on that this round, but we're going to touch on Shakur and Frank Martin. That's kind of like, damn, because I want to see Keyshawn Davis fight Martin. That's what I really want to see. But if Shakur gets in there with Martin and spanks him, then will the fight still be hot with Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin? Because I like how Martin pulled up on Davis, man. You know what I'm saying? That was some real, like, it did look scripted. It looked like, hey, Nick, what's happening? Hey, I ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? We can go get it right now. Send the contract. We send the contract. I like that. It was, what I'm saying? We could get in the ring and, what I'm saying, clear it out. May the best man win. But Frank Martin got the other guy. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how is he feeling about that. You know, I wonder how Keyshawn Davis feels about that, because Keyshawn Davis is nice. He's real nice. He's real nice, and I like the energy he brings to the sport. He's real nice, um, and it's just, I still believe the boxing world is sleeping on that man. You know, and Ali Walsh. When you're winning, you're good. You're winning, but when you lose, it's all bad. Just it sucks for that man to go through what he go through as far as the comments and all that because of Ali Walsh. Like, he's still Ali even if he came from his daddy. His daddy's a Walsh. It is what it is. You know, it will only be different if his mom strictly took Walsh's last name. Now, if that happened because I don't know, then yeah, it does not a good look, to be like Ali Walsh if your birth certificate doesn't have Ali Honey. You know what I mean? Then it's like, yeah, you're cloud chasing, but he still got, I still believe in him. You know, he gotta go back to the drawing board. He got length. He gotta use his reach. He gotta, use his lateral movement. Pick up a little bit more speed. You know, he has a few things he should work on. You know, I like the man. Honestly, overall, he's a pretty humble guy. You know, just unfortunate that they put this stature on you when you're boxing under one of the greats. You know, that's like Bronny James, the Michael Jordan sons when they was up and coming. Don't mind the sirens, man. We in the hood around here. Shit. Don't mind them. They're just passing by. Doing that routine. But those guys, man, they got expectations up to live to because of who they was kin to, who their fathers, grandfathers, mothers, or aunties did before them. They got to live up to that. So the weight of the world is on their shoulders. You know, yeah, seriously. You know, Canelo. A lot of people looking at Canelo like, man, he gonna go in there and stop Charlo. Like, I don't know. You know, Canelo has a lot of ring experience. Canelo's 33, but he got a lot of miles on that body. Again, I said this before. You know, I'm just waiting for the fight day, fight night, to come and enjoy the fireworks. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be fireworks in there. You know, and if we get that old Canelo, I'm sorry, Charlo's gonna lose. But if Charlo could do what all the boxers did with their feet, being light on their feet, besides Austin Trout fought a good fight too, because he was working off of his jab. You know, the jab is always key. You know, you got a jab with a jabber. You know, I seen Klitschko, nasty jab. Andre Ward, whew, how Andre Ward used to flip the jab out there and have defense with it. And sometimes parry the person's jab to come over the top with his and hit him. Oh man, he. It's like anytime he threw his jab, there was defense to go with the jab at the same time. He, man, George Foreman had a hell of a jab. You know, Larry Holmes the best jab. You gotta think about this. That the jab was tremendous. I ain't gonna throw Floyd out there, even though I did, because we all know what Floyd did with everything. You know, he was miles ahead, but he worked off the jab too early off in his career. I think he got so cocky with the jab that he know he could just use it, that he would just see if they could stop his right hand lead after a while, because his right hand lead started looking like it was just thrown like a jab. like, like man, this guy could do that, but you know, it was the jab is key, and that's what I believe Charlo got to work off of, is that jab. You know? There's a lot of things, like, you know, I look at like Yusuke and Fury. I want to see that bad. Wilder and Joshua. Joshua's really a better boxer. Wilder carries tremendous power. And the bad thing for Joshua is that Wilder can go 12 rounds, but he can go a great 8 rounds before he starts looking fatigued. And out of that fight, what I see is Joshua boxing effectively, you know. But you talking about the bronze bomber. And if he go 8 rounds, the bronze bomber is gonna hit him with something that might put him down. Something that's gonna change the fight. Like Andy Ruiz. I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry, Andy, if I butchered your name. I apologize, man. I didn't mean to do it, man. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. Do it. You know, it's just there's a lot of things that can happen in that fight. You know, if we get those fights. But I hope Bomac comes home. I hope Earl finds the right trainer. You know, I would love to see Earl with Virgil Hunter. But the kind of man that Virgil Hunter is, Virgil wouldn't take that. And I think Earl wouldn't want that based on that. He probably knows how Virgil feels, but I think Virgil would be the best option or best fit for Earl if that ever was to happen because of the way Earl fights. Because you guys remember, uh, Ward used to fight differently, until he got knocked down out there in Portland. I don't think anybody really paid attention to how Ward changed his fight game after that fight. Ward became a totally balanced fighter. There wasn't no pretty thing. There wasn't no. He was more serious in the ring, and he had more defense. He was more poised. He was more selective. His eyes and his awareness and his IQ was that much more higher after that knockdown, and he got up to win that fight. When he got up, he became serious, and it was like I think he was embarrassed, and he didn't ever want to go through that again. His first knockdown, I was there, watched it. That was the first time I ever seen him fight, and I became his fan then because he got up and finished the fight, and he finished it in great fashion, and they booed him out of there too, and I'm looking like, why? Because of a knockdown, people thought he lost. No, he got up and he got on that boy's kufi. You know what I'm saying? He's yeah, you know what they say on the little three ninjas, light the eyes, top, light the eyes. It was light the eyes, Ward, light the eyes, because that's what he went in there and did. And after that, he became who he is now, a Hall of Famer. One of the best jabs I didn't see because I wasn't really back there in the eras of Larry Holmes. I got to see Larry Holmes and them guys fight, but I wasn't really back in the era. Much respect to all those uh, legendary fighters. But there was one more thing I wanted to touch on. There was one more thing. Oh, the Big Charlo working with Roy Jones, which is, I'm trying to figure out, is it a gift or is it a curse? Is he trying to be lighter on his feet? Is that a sign of him getting the right preparation in for Plant? Is that fight being talked about behind the scenes being made? Because it should be made. After that, I'll be mad. People was like, "What did the five finger say to the face?" Ooh, he gave him a unapologetic 5-finger discount. Ooh, ooh. We didn't see what he did to Plant, but whatever he did, which was something with the dude with his face. Ooh, man. Sheesh. The ancestors was turning over for that one. But you can't be running around here disrespecting nobody. No, just can't do that. If that's what really happened, that Charlo grabbed his face, he was supposed to protect himself at all times. Protect yourself at all times. You know? Hopefully he learned that you can't let nobody get in your firing range. They gotta be at the right here. You can't let nobody get in your firing range. They get in that firing range, man, it's a problem. You know? But that's all I got for now, you know what I'm saying? Tune back in to Gate the Great Defined Sports, and I'm gonna come up with something else to talk about. Called check out a few things, do a little bit of research on what's up and coming, you know? Cause it's a great year for boxing. You guys enjoy your day, your morning. If you drink coffee, enjoy your coffee. If you drink tea, enjoy your tea. Uh, and try to be great, and you know, try to do better than the day before. You know, when you look up in the mirror, that's who you should be competing with. Is yourself. You know, be better than you was the day before. Again, as I said before. Enjoy your day. God bless. See you on the next rodeo.